Coming up on this episode of Design to the Nines, if you want to see how I take this tire and turn it into a functional working piece of furniture, then stay tuned. Welcome to Design to the Nines. I'm Natalie Callahan, and if this is the first time we're meeting and you enjoy tutorials about DIY, decor, and really all things home related, then I'd ask you to consider subscribing to my channel below and turning the notifications on, because I bring you weekly tutorials on these topics and I'd hate for you to miss a thing. Now, today's episode is an extra episode because I have been asked to participate in a collaboration with some amazing and talented women, and we have been asked to upcycle a piece of trash, and it's called Using Trash to Create Treasures. And I was asked to do this by Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine, and she's the creator of this collaboration. She has an amazing channel. And then also participating in this challenge is Yami from the Latina Next Door. I love her channel. I love participating in her Look for Less challenge. She's got a lot of amazing ideas, as well as Katie, Leanne, and Clan. She's also got an amazing channel. And then there's Kristen Kay, and she does amazing Dollar Tree decor pieces. She's so much fun to watch. And then there's Cuban Curls with Marta. She is a spunky lady, and she's got a lot of fun DIY projects as well. And then Measure and Mix with Jessica. She is so much fun to watch as well, has so many wonderful ideas. So I know that you guys are really going to enjoy all of the tutorials on this collaboration, so I'm excited. So I'm just wondering if you've noticed this giant elephant in the room. It's hard to miss. My trash to treasure is I am going to be converting this old tire that would be on its way to the landfill into a functioning piece of furniture. And we're actually going to be turning this into an ottoman. And I am so excited to do this because, you know, how many times do we have a tire sitting around our garage, kicking around, taking up space? If you don't already have a tire in your garage, you could totally just ask around. Somebody will be happy to give you a free tire. So let's start. Let's do it. Okay, so for the first part, we need to put a top and a bottom on this tire so it has some stability, so it can actually hold something in the middle of it without caving in. And so I picked up this piece of lumber at Home Depot for $4, and we should be able to get the top and bottom out of it. If you had a bigger tire, you might need a little bit bigger piece of wood, but you can use anything, any scrap wood you can get your hands on that's in a sheet form. And what we're going to need to do is make a circle. And so the easiest way to do that is to find center. All right, so we're basically going to be using this entire piece of wood. We need to be very careful in our measurements because we don't really have a lot to spare. We need to find the center. X marks the spot. So then we're going to take a nail, put it on the center of that, tap it in just a little bit, slip knot that on there. And then we need to take some sort of writing utensil, and we're gonna just tie it so it hits the edge here. And in theory, we should be able to do a circle. Okay, so I have a jigsaw here, and we are gonna cut out the circle that we just traced. And honestly, best practice would be a much sturdier table than mine, but I do have it clamped down, and we're gonna just be a little careful here. And we are just going to cut the circle out. It's a little humid outside, so I brought the party inside. We do this, we kind of go in and out. It's just how we roll here. Anyways, so we've got our top and our bottom cut out of the wood, and now we need to adhere it. I have some leftover liquid nails from my project from yesterday. It's a DIY mirrored nightstand. If you haven't seen that yet, you're definitely going to want to check it out at some point because it's really fun. I think you'll really enjoy it. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to squeeze some of this liquid nails. This will just help everything kind of stay into place. We are going to put this right on top. It's not going to be perfect. It's cut with a jigsaw, and so there's just going to be some waviness, and I thought that was okay. I'm going to screw it down just for added measure. Now I flipped it over and we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom side so that we will have a place to screw in some feet. I'm going to be wrapping rope around the entirety of the tire and the top, and then we'll put on some feet to make an ottoman. So I got this rope, it's about 50 feet of rope, it's a 1/2 inch thick, and I really liked it, and it was really the best price that I could find, and it also had the look that I liked. And I got it at Michael's. It was regularly $16.99, and I used a 50% off coupon. You always have to use a 50% off or 40% off coupon. Michael's always has one. So I got this rope half off, making it $8.50 for 50 feet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right in the center, and X marks the spot. We still have that from when we did our circle earlier. I'm gonna use a mixture of liquid nails and some hot glue. The hot glue kind of has more of an immediate contact, and the liquid nails will be way more durable. I've actually seen some of these rope ottomans before, and one of the problems with them is the rope unravels. And we're gonna prevent that because I've got a trick to show you. What we're gonna do is we can see that it's wound this way, and we are gonna create a lashing. What you need to do is create a loop like this, and then we are gonna line it up like so, and then we are going to wind in the opposite direction, and we're gonna do about 3 or 4 loops and make sure they're kind of snug. And then when you get those 3 or 4 loops, what you're gonna do is, I've just started and made like a tight coil, and we've already got where X marks the spot. So I'm gonna start by doing some hot glue, and I'm just gonna be very generous there. And then I'm also gonna put some construction adhesive, because that's gonna hold up better over time. Make sure that that's nice and center. And then all we're gonna do is just keep doing this all the way around. You just wanna make sure you get it really nice and tight together. You don't want any gaps. This is gonna be a little bit time consuming, so we're in it for the long haul. We've made good progress, it's looking really good. And now I'm at a place where I need to transition from the wood to the tire. So the idea is to try to kind of make this transition as seamless and unnoticeable as possible. Okay, so what we're gonna be using for the feet of our ottoman, these are actually just some finials that I got at Home Depot for $3.98 a piece. And I liked them because they were a little bit chunkier, they had a flat bottom, and I just thought that they would be the perfect height, and everything about it worked, and the price was right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stain them right now. So I'm just using the same Kona gel stain that I've used for my outdoor tuna can chandelier. That's another trusted treasure. And then I've used it on my bench. I have hardly made a dent on it, and so I'm gonna use it on this as well. And it's like a nice dark chocolate, which will actually contrast next to the rope really well. Oh yeah. That looks so good. I love it. Patience is going to be a virtue in this project. Now it's time to attach our feet, and I've kind of marked where I wanted them. I've kind of evenly spaced them out. And now we're gonna pre-drill for the feet. And then we are just gonna twist them right into place. And again, these are just fence finials. You could use actual furniture feet, but I found them pretty pricey, and these were smooth and perfect for what we're doing. watching my channel for a while, you may recognize this Lazy Susan tray. It's a Pottery Barn knockoff, and if you'd like to see that episode, I'm going to put the link up in the corner. All right, we have worked so hard today. I'm thrilled with how this turned out. Now, you could get a similar table at Pottery Barn for around $300, or you could repurpose an old tire, feel good about yourself that you've done something good for the environment, and proud that you worked so hard and built this yourself. It's beautiful, I'm proud of it, and I know that I'm going to get use out of this for years and years to come. I can use it outdoors, I could use it indoors. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me do something a little bit more glamorous or something a little less rustic, because I have another tire, and if you let me know in the comment section below that you'd like to see that, I'd love to do it again and make it a little different this time. Thank you so much to Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine for inviting me to participate in this challenge. It was a blast. I had so much fun doing it. I really enjoyed thinking outside the box. I'm a little thirsty, so I'm gonna sip some lemonade. But if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to my channel below and turning the notifications on, because I bring you weekly tutorials on all things to do at the home, and I would love it if you joined me. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.